Hello folks, how are you? Hope everyone is well on this grey cloudy morning. Yeah, up early this morning. Well, I'm up early every morning. And yeah, because the little fella's on school holidays. And I sent him off this morning. He's got a football coaching stage, as they call it over here, for 2 days, today and tomorrow. That football coaches are coming around, and they're going to put down for 2 days. They're showing the kids how to coach and how to, perfect the football, if you like. So he's delighted he's doing that with his mates and his football team and with the club today and tomorrow. So I'll get down and have a look later on and see how he's getting on. But what I wanted to talk about was Conor McGregor. I've seen that. I'm sure a lot of people, everyone's seen it. He was on an interview with Tucker Carlson. Is it Tucker Carlson or Carlson Tucker? That American fella. And just fixing my hair, as you do. Oh shit! And it was very good, actually. It was very, very good. It was, Conor's opinions, and were perfect. Were to a T. He studied what he was talking about very well. Very learned in what he was talking about. It's not as if he just woke up and said, I've got opinions on Ireland and I want to become president. It's not as if he just fell down in the last shower and decided to do that. You can tell that he's been thinking about this for a long time now. And talk a bit about Conor. We're not made from the same cloth, Conor and myself, if you like. Or he didn't come from my neighbourhood. My neighbourhood, most of the families, there's 8 kids in a family. The average would be 6 to 9 to 10, kids, and then you'd have 2 parents separated, wanted to be separated, and none of the parents be working. To where Conor's got 1 or 2 siblings. He had his 2 parents in the house. His father was a taxi driver. So it wouldn't from the same circumstances, if you like. But that's not saying that he wouldn't have seen hardship neither. He would have seen hardship around him. He would have seen from the people he hung about with, and he came from Dublin, and Dublin in the 80s and the 90s, before the Celtic Tiger. It was hard for everyone, a lot harder for some. But if somebody, if one of your parents had a job, it would be make things easier on you. And Conor came from a family to where, like I said, his father was a taxi driver, so it would have been a little easier on him. And he would have less mouths to feed in the family, because there's only himself and his sister, or 2 sisters, I'm not sure. But before I watched this interview, I was worried, because I was thinking to myself, now I hope Conor, has he made a good impression of himself, because we're used to Conor coming onto the cameras and he's looking a bit out of it and half drunk or fully drunk, or very, very hungover. And I was thinking, I hope it's not going to be the same old Conor McGregor, hungover and talking bullshit. But no, he was very awake. He was very on the ball, and like I said, his opinions were to a T. Very learned on the subject, like I said. Yeah, he studied it. It's not as if he's taking this seriously. Would I vote for him? If it was a politician with his ideas and his opinions and his want to change his country, I would vote for him straight away. But he's not a politician. He's an MMA fighter. He's a businessman now. Well, a businessman. I'm sure he has people doing his business for him. But he had the ideas, and he became a rich man because of it. I've said it before about Conor. I don't like the fact that he was the most, and still is, talked about sportsman in the world, coming from Ireland. Made us all proud. Kids looking up to him, and he was someone to look up to before he became so rich. you know, before his downfall of his fight with Taib. And, you know, it was after that fight things went downhill on him. And, you know, I just, he lost points with me. He lost points with me because he let me down, he's like, he let a lot of people down. Now, not only that, there's that civil, you know, case that he went through, to where I can't say the word because you're not allowed to say the word on YouTube, but apparently he had raped a woman. Now, the criminal court didn't take this on because the criminal court said we're not taking it on because there's not enough proof, we're going to lose it. So if they're saying they haven't got proof and they will lose it if they take it on, that for me means the fella's not guilty. The case that we did take on, it wasn't a criminal court, it was the circuit court or whatever the court it was. But the lady won €250,000. Now for her just to win just €250,000 off a millionaire for that kind of accusation, she would have got millions. She should have got millions. So for me, I think he's innocent in that. I think he's innocent and people are just trying to take him for his money. So like, get back to it, saying, would I vote for Conor McGregor? I have to say no, because I'll be afraid of voting for him and him not being able to do his due diligence, to do his thing, to look after the country, because of so much that's going on in his life, with his businesses, with his fighting, with his partying, you know. And if he was to become, imagine, the president or the Taoiseach of Ireland, that's a lot on your hands, you know. And you have to put that first. You can't put anything else first. That has to come first. Your country. And is he capable of doing that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I said, if it was a politician, I'd vote for him straight away. But I'd go back to Ireland, I'd vote for him 100 times if I could. A politician. I'm not 100% in my heart of hearts. I don't think he can, I don't think he'd be able to, he'd have enough time to look after the country, to do what's right for the country, you know, with everything that's going on in his life. But I give him fair play to Conor for being so passionate about it, about your country. And if it does happen that you get voted president, well, I hope you do a good job of it. I hope you're 110%, you know, and you just keep your mind on that and get our country back to normal. But that's what I have to say about that Conor McGregor interview. It was a very good interview. Fair play to Conor. And yeah, so that's my little rant this morning on Conor McGregor. And yeah, like and subscribe, people, if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll send you some more videos. And leave a comment and let me know what you think. Give me your opinion on what's going on. Okay? Take care, love you all, bye.